action. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining. Thank you, Odyssey Chamber Music Series audiences. If you are listening to Odyssey Fridays, thank you to any random people who have stumbled upon this video. I hope you enjoy it as well. We are Vox Nova, at least many members of our ensemble here tonight. And we are going to talk a little bit about our group, talk about our upcoming program next Sunday at Broadway Christian Church in their amphitheater. They're outside, unmasked, hopefully no rain, but there is a rain plan if that happens, but we're just not going to say that and just say that we're going to be outside. My name is Christine Nichols, and I am co-founder and artistic director of the ensemble. My co-founder, Darrell J. is on this call as well, and I'll have everyone go through and introduce themselves after I just give a brief introduction about the group. We have been singing together now for 7 years. Thank you. See, this is good that you're all on here with me. 7 years. Some of us, a lot of us, some of us for less than, and then they can tell you how long they've been singing with us when we get to the intros. I started this group originally because I had ended my undergrad and grad school careers singing in ensembles, and I missed that community. I missed that high level music making. And I asked a few friends if they would be interested in just jamming out every week or so. And everyone was like, yeah, we want to do that too. So we kind of just made it happen together. And I've really loved it since. And since then, we've had members come and go and new people join us, which has been wonderful. We are based in Columbia, Missouri, because most of us did meet at the University of Missouri in Columbia. But again, since then, we've had members from all over, and a lot of us have spread out now throughout the country. So we've got several here in Missouri, some based in mid-Missouri, some in Kansas City. We got a couple in Kansas. We have a couple in Ohio. We have one in Oklahoma. We've got one on the East Coast in New York and one on the West Coast in Seattle. Did I miss anybody? I don't think so. Okay, great. And so I would like them to introduce themselves and just say your name, which section you sing in, what you do as your day job outside of music, or if it is in music, what that wonderful job is, and then how long you have been singing with Vox Nova. So let's start with sopranos. Miss Lacey. Great picture of her family.
Hello, I am Lacey Gladden. I currently live in Fayette, Missouri. I am a soprano and I teach pre-K through 12, general music, vocal music at the Glasgow School District. And this is my 5th year Vox Nova.
Catherine.
Hi, I'm Kat. I'm a soprano and I currently reside in New York on Long Island. I'm finishing up my doctorate in vocal performance, and I'm teaching at a local community college and doing private lessons.
Melissa.
Hello, I'm Melissa Baughman. I'm a soprano and I teach, I'm an assistant professor of vocal choral music education at the University of Oklahoma. I've been here for like 7 years. I've only sung one concert with Vox, and that was right before the world shut down. So sorry, guys. I'm very excited to my next concert with you.
Let's shift down to basses. How about Jeremy?
I'm Jeremy Wagner. I am a bass 2. I'm just finishing up my graduate degree in choral conducting at the University of Missouri, and this is year 5 with Vox already.
Jake.
I'm Jake, also a bass 2. I constantly battle imposter syndrome with all of these folks because I'm just a regular old cop, just a patrol cop driving around in a car. I don't quite have the pedigree, but I love singing enough that I step my game up to try to hang with these people. And I've been around since the beginning of Vox.
Deej.
Hi, I am in Seattle and I am a private voice instructor. I just finished my doctorate in voice about a year ago, right before the world shut down also. And I am in the baritone section, and I've been singing with you all since the beginning because I'm the co-founder with you, Christine.
Max.
Hey everyone, I'm Max Vale. I'm oh, there's some feedback going on. I'm a physician in Seattle, also married to DJ. And this is my first year singing with Vox Nova. I feel super honored and privileged to get to sing with y'all. My undergraduate degree was in music, and I got to sing with many of you then, and that was on hold in medical school and residency. So I'm glad to circle back and rekindle some musical journeys with y'all.
And our tenor who snuck in here, Jonathan.
Hi, what am I saying?
We're doing
I'm a tenor.
Tell us about your life.
Hi.
Really just like your name and what you do, what your job is, and how long you've been singing with Vox.
I'm a tenor with Vox Nova. I haven't sung with y'all in it's been a couple seasons, but I was in like 2 and 3 or something like that. I really love Vox and singing with you guys. It feeds my soul. By day, I'm a voice teacher and an instructor at a couple of small colleges, and a church choir director as well, and a daddy to be, and very excited.
Yay! We are excited too for another Vox baby. We have a few Vox babies now. All right, let's move on to your wife then, Miss Christina.
Hi, I'm Christina Ray. I'm an alto, and I've been singing with Vox for 6 years, and my cats have evidently just joined. They're present in this, so sorry about that. Yeah, and I work as an administrative assistant at a community college, and I teach voice lessons, and I direct a children's choir, and yep, that's me.
Betsy.
Hi, I'm Betsy Bledsoe. I'm an alto and occasional soprano. And I work as a pharmacy technician at Children's Mercy Hospital, actually at night. So it's more of a night job than a day job. And I make all the IV and chemo medications. So do that. And I've been with Vox since I looked it up because I was doing a show at the time. So I think it's since 2015, I think. So not quite the beginning, but early on. So yeah.
And Kara.
Hello, my name is Carol Brietzke. I am an alto, and during the day I work for the Missouri Department of Higher Education and Workforce Development on the outreach team, trying to get high school students to file their FAFSAs. And this will be my first concert with Vox. I'm so excited to be singing with a lot of these people again, a lot of you all, and also very honored to be a part of this.
Thanks. I think I got everyone. So I'll make sure. Yes, I did. So this is about half of us, a little over half, 12 of the 21 of us who will be singing this summer. Our roster fluctuates. It's been as few as 16, 15. And this year I think is our largest roster that we've had, which is awesome because the more the merrier. And like I said, we are all such great friends or friends of friends and have become like family. So we all enjoy our time together. Our concert theme this summer is called Travelogue. I kind of came up with this theme retroactively. I like to just pick music that I like and then try to make it fit inside of a nice little box. But I thought Travelogue was fitting because after 14 months of not being able to sing, not being able to go many places, not being able to see people that we love and care about very often, it is time to get back out into the world. And whether that be traveling, actual literal traveling, or like travel of your mind, you need to get out of your head. You need to get anywhere else but where you are, where you have been. That's what this theme represents to me. So our first half is all American music, and then our second half are some world music pieces. And I'd like to talk about some of those pieces. I've asked our members to share with you a piece that they feel specifically connected to in our program. And I will start. I've got a couple. We are singing a song that is new to our group. One of them is called What Happens When a Woman, arranged by the Artemisia Trio. And we have a good friend, Caitlin Foley, who sings in that group. And Diana and Alex are also so wonderful. They're just an incredible group of women singers. And they arranged What Happens When a Woman back in late summer of 2019. And it became really popular. A lot of choirs did it. A lot of female choirs did it. And it's all about female empowerment and what happens if a woman not replaces, but takes over some of these positions of power and of leadership, that we can do just as good of job as anybody else. So that's just really an important message to me, but also since a good friend wrote it, I just feel really connected to that piece. And also in our final set, and I believe it's the final piece of our program, the Leron, Sinta, is a Filipino folk song. My family is from the Philippines. My parents immigrated to the United States when they were younger. And Leron, Sinta is actually a folk song that my mother would sing to me and my sisters growing up. So the text and the folk song itself is really important to me and means a lot to me. And to be able to sing it in this higher art form is really cool. The composer is Filipino, and he sets it in this traditional choral way, but it's very creative. It's in asymmetrical meter, which means that it's not just your standard 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got some 7/8. It's a lot of, I know our group is really looking forward to singing it. It's one of the more challenging pieces on the program. So I just thought it was a really creative arrangement, and I'm looking forward to sharing that piece of my culture with not only our ensemble, but with your audience. And so now I'll move on. Jeremy, would you like to talk about the piece that you chose?
Sure. So I have always been just enamored with the American songbook tunes that talk about water and the river. And the piece that we start our concert with is titled Beautiful River, by William Hawley. And it combines a few of these themes with just rich choral harmonies that we come to expect now in modern compositions, through composers such as Eric Whitacre and such that have taken this start and a unison pitch and then peel into these lush chords. And I think this Hawley setting is just stunning. It does feature the "Shall We Gather at the River" theme predominantly throughout, which as someone who has worked in churches and has sung in churches for a long time, that is a song that we sing very frequently, as well as a student of music, with Charles Ives being so prominent in my study, and his American focus and American centered compositional style has really, I think "Shall We Gather at the River" has really stuck with me through all of that. Yeah, that's all I've got.
Thank you. Betsy.
Yes, so the piece I wanted to talk about was Idumea, which is it's a piece that we've sung on most of our concerts now, I think, for a while. I love it, and it's a hauntingly beautiful tune with some also despairingly sad lyrics about what happens at the end of life and what do we expect. And some of the lyrics that I really love are what will become of me, eternal happiness or woe must then my portion be. It's just very beautiful, and the piece itself is so simple. It has a lot of open fifths and fourths in the chord structure. And for some reason, it really speaks to me because of my personal background with music. I grew up in a church where we sung with shape notes, and that's where this music comes from. It comes from the Sacred Harp, which is known for its notation as all the notes have a specific shape. And if you can indulge me for a second, down a memory lane, I remember sitting in the car before Sunday night church, and it was Sing for Your Supper church. So basically we go to church and we just sing for an hour, and then we have a potluck afterwards. And I remember I was kind of young, I was 5 or 6, and my mom was trying to teach me the different shape notes. And so they had this little tune, and it went, do is a triangle, re is a cup, mi is a diamond, fa is a flag, sol is an oval, la is a square, T is an ice cream cone. So anyway, I remember that. And then I started taking piano lessons, and the shapes meant nothing to me after that because I learned the actual names of the notes. And but my dad to this day still leads singing at his church, where they have no instruments, but they still sing in 4 parts. And when he sight reads music, and he usually sings bass if he's not leading the music himself, he has to have the shape notes or he cannot sing it. If he has the shape notes, he can read the bass part. If not, it's really hard for him. So this tradition from where this piece came from is still alive and happening in churches today. It's just not very often. So when you listen to it, you can hear just those very open chords, and its simplistic nature is it'll hit you right. Plus, Kat plays the viola beautifully in it, so yeah.
She's not playing this year, but she did when she did.
Well, then she'll sing it beautifully.
Right. Thanks, Betsy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then this leads into Kat. Your song.
Hello. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about By and by Carol Barnett. I love that Carol Barnett actually talks about how in her musical writing, she loves to communicate with her listeners and with the singers that are going to be singing her compositions by using musical language that's familiar to them, but then adding something a little bit different. So this By and By is a spiritual, and I love how it starts off with a single tenor singing, oh, by and by, I'm gonna lay down this heavy load. And then it builds upon that and adds more and more, but it's always that simple melody that goes all the way through. And it kind of goes with her idea of, she actually mentions, I think, on her website that her music, she wants people to be able to get to it easily and be able to sing it kind of easily. It's not meant to be like incredibly difficult and time consuming, because she wants her music to be very accessible. So it's really wonderful to see kind of the spiritual influence of a main melody being so important and being built upon with, you know, the 16 voices that go throughout this whole spiritual, which also works really nicely with our Vox Nova 3-day, 4-day rehearsal period. So it's really wonderful. And I think it's been really wonderful singing it, because we've sung it a couple of times, and it's just been a really fun spiritual to have fun with. And even the text, you know, talking just about, you know, talking about heaven and hell and how they apply to everything, you know, talking about, I'm going to lay down my heavy load is the whole theme throughout the whole song. So it's just, yeah, it's just really wonderful.
Thank you. Then let's go over to our other spiritual, Jake.
I've always loved spirituals. It feels good in the voice. I like the drama and the emotion of it, and the telling a story aspect that kind of developed from that oral tradition of passing down songs to your children. I also, as a bass, spend a lot of time listening to the other voice parts, especially the sopranos and altos. And this one has like a good ostinato that is really repetitive that I can kind of just sink into, and I really get to enjoy listening to the sopranos and altos do their thing. So that's really nice to just like get in a groove and then get to enjoy everyone else. But this one particularly resonated with me because we've sang it several times before, and when it was time to come back to it, I started unpacking everything and going through it, singing through it again. And after the past year, it really hit me very acutely. The message of the song is keep your hand on the gospel plow and hold on. And when you're encountering obstacles, when you're encountering hardship, when you're encountering pain in your life, you just got to hold on. Sometimes you feel like the ox who's pulling the plow, but if you're plodding forward, in which you kind of hear the music, even if you're taking little steps forward, you're still moving forward. And that's kind of what this last year has felt like. And when I unpacked this and started singing it again, I absolutely felt that, and I got a little teary-eyed. That was kind of bittersweet. It was tough reflecting on how hard the last year has been, but also that I'm taking this piece out to sing it because I get to see all of these people again. So it was really, really nice, and that's why that one has meant extra to me this year.
Thanks, Jake. And our last one, Melissa.
I was gonna talk about how I'm not normally an emotional person, and that made me like tear up because my piece that is like my favorite, which I never thought of hold on like that till now. So now I'm like, dang it, I'm not gonna be able to sing that one now too. But I can't sing The Road Home because on my way to get the vaccine, I let myself listen to our playlist I had not listened to it because I was so overwhelmed, had like everybody, like kind of this collective traumatic experience. And so I just heard this line in this piece that just brought me like uncontrollable tears from nowhere, and of sadness, of like grief, of like joy. Hot mess express walking into that hotel to get my shot. Okay. But the line is in the second verse, and it says, after wind, after rain, when the dark is done, as I wake from a dream. And in my case, it was like, this has not been a great dream, but we're waking up, and in the gold of day, through the air, there's a calling from far away in Columbia, Missouri. There's a voice, Vox Nova, I can hear that will lead me home. And this group to me means, I mean, so much to me. And I know I've only sung in one concert, but I've known so many of you for so long. And I like, they're such a huge part of, I think, my spirit. As cheesy as that sounds, I'm kind of obsessed with you all, even the new people. It's just like instant obsession. Like, I love you so much. And so like this, to me, you are my road home. Like, this is my home. I'm here. Anytime I get to sing is special, but there's just something about my like Missouri folks that is just stamped on my soul forever. And so this song, I'm not gonna be able to sing it, sorry, but I love it, and I'll listen to you sing it. I love it so much.
Thank you, Melissa. Well, that was a good one to end on. All right. Well, we hope that this helps you as the audience connect more to our music. If you're planning on coming to our performance next week, we hope that you do. And that it's been good for you to get to know us a little better, and as individuals, but also as a group, and not just like a musical source that is singing at you at the concert, right? DJ, would you like to share about our social media?
Sure. So you can find Vox Nova on a ton of social media platforms at our handle Vox Nova Como, and that's across all social media. We're very active on Facebook and Instagram, though you can also find us on SoundCloud and Twitter at Vox Nova Como. And I'm going to say it one more time, Vox Nova Como, because that's also our website address, voxnovacomo.org. And if you really love Vox Nova, you can also go to our Patreon, which I believe is the same handle. Is that correct, Catherine?
Yes. Yeah.
Perfect. Excellent. So yeah, check us out. We'll be pretty active on social media starting tomorrow up until Sunday. We'll have a new hashtag. We always have a hashtag for our concert. I'm not sure what it's going to be yet, but we'll find out this week.
Awesome. Thank you. Thanks again for watching. And come to the concert next week. Thank you.